throughout halls of the Four Seasons lost. And in Austin I stopped and paused. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pair-wise dice, then it is to this head and slice of an angel wrapped in his skin. Dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One's subjected to paradise, crystal chandeliers, motions reflected. Often mirrors pit, click, ready for its ear. Crank the rain, rekindle the flame, close as she draws near. Save it, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know I've heard this.
Boom, the truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today you know where we're coming from because it's Wednesday, and one Wednesday we're at one particular place, and today we are at my other favorite place, and that is Rococo's. It's so good. I love it. I'm having a special today, and it is just fantastic, and I will take a picture of it and post on my Facebook, and of course you can watch us also on YouTube. So anyway, we're at Rococo's, like I said, 4308 Northwestern Avenue. You can call for reservations at 405-400-7495. They're open Sundays through Wednesday, Sunday through Wednesday from 11 to 10. Sunday through Thursdays, 11 to 10. Fridays and Saturdays are open 11 to 11. You can call for any special events that you might have for any catering. Their catering is fantastic. You can contact them at 405-534-8838. That's 405-534-8838. Bruce and them do a fantastic job. You can go over to their location. I believe it's 27th and Penn. I believe that's where it's at. 28th and Penn. You can't miss it. North Penn at the original Rococo, and they do all your catering and all your events can be over there if that's what you choose to do. One of my favorite places. This food is fantastic and that. So anyway, guess what today is? Today is Bedlam Wednesday. I've got tough choices today. You can say I'm in my orange, my Just Sayings. I'm in my orange because my biggest issue is the Thunder play tonight. Play the Pacers, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But it's Bedlam, so I'm stuck between because I missed. I do the After the Storm, which is my Thunder show, post-game analysis show, live stream, and I missed Friday and Sunday because I was with my grandson in Houston, so I missed that with little G, hanging out with my boy. That's my dude. And those of you who have kids or grandkids, understand your family comes first before all other things. So sorry I missed those two. And the Thunder got a chance to get a couple victories. Now I did talk about the Thunder game against the Nets this past Monday on our show, which I always do. Like tomorrow, I will do an analysis of the Thunder game tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go to the Thunder game and watch the first half, take notes, get all my stuff done. Then I'm going to have them put the OSU game on, and so I'm going to watch the game and do that too. And of course, I'll be with my guy Mike Deba and my other guy Mark Long, and so I'll be with both of those guys as we watch the game together. And then, because they're both there. Well, I don't know how much Deba's going to help me with stats. Those of you who know Deba, oh man, look at that! That looks so fantastic. Oh my God, yum yum. But then, those of you who know Deba's not going to help me with a whole lot. I love my boy, but he's not going to give me a whole lot of info. He does. Put it like this: anybody who reads the rules of basketball can help you out in some form or fashion, right? That's kind of sad. But anyway, OU and OSU play tonight. It's a big night for Big 12. We had some Big 12 scores from last night. I'm going to catch you up on that. KU played K-State. What a game that was in OT. And it's so funny well, it's not funny. My boy Bill calls timeout right when they knock down a three. That's not always how it always happens. It was very chaotic, and it looked terrible. It looked like everything was falling apart. So as a coach, what you do, you call timeout real quick. And what did he do? They knocked down a three right as he was calling timeout. And then, of course, they could not get the shot off again, or they shot it, but it was a horrible shot after the timeout. And then, of course, Kansas State comes down and scores and wins the ball game 83-82 at K-State. And it's just like OU and OSU. It's such a rivalry. It's kind of hard to – I mean, K-State is ranked 13th in the country. It's not like there's some dog. So I don't know how much KU will actually drop in the polls, but they did lose. So I guess they'll drop some. Texas got smashed by Iowa State in Ames, and Drew had thrown of HuskerDrewPicks.com, and I talked about that yesterday. Ames is just such a tough place to play, one of two places that I never won at. It's amazing I never beat Iowa State at Iowa State, never beat Nebraska at Nebraska. But I won at KU, Allen Fieldhouse, and then I won against Norm Stewart at Missouri. All right, go figure that, okay? And won at OU. So it's amazing how that works. And then, of course, Baylor, ranked 21st, beat Kansas State 81-74. Beat Tech 81-74 at Texas Tech. And Drew had called that. That's a good call by Drew. He said, yeah, Baylor was going to handle their business. And they have been playing really, really well as of late. So that's the Big 12. And then, of course, this weekend, we do have some big games coming up. But OSU, we've got to get the game tonight, first of all. Saturday, tonight you've got TCU at West Virginia, 14th ranked TCU at West Virginia, 6 p.m. on ESPN+. OU and OSU, 8 p.m. on ESPNU. Those are the games tonight. And if you can, by all means, get a chance to take a look at both of those. And then, of course, the Thunder do play tonight. And we are on a winning streak. We won, 5 out of our last 7, I believe, 5 out of our last 6 or something like that. Should have won more than that, but, I'm not going to get into it. If you can go back and look at my other shows, and you can see my frustration with why the Thunder have not been on a 6 or 7 game winning streak as they should. But SGA just finally said after the Heat meltdown that, hey, he just took the game on his shoulders and said, screw this. No matter what the coaching staff, what kind of players they put out there, we're going to win the game, and I'm going to make sure we do. And that's exactly what he has done. So, but then when you look at the Thunder game tonight, the Thunder are playing the Pacers. The Pacers are 23-22. Thunder are 21-23. Oh, can you believe it? Hey, Thunder are favored by 4 tonight, -4 favorite over the Pacers. The over-under is 239.5. Remember, the Thunder are smoking right now. So when we look at that, and you look at the overall Thunder stats, what we talked about before, the Thunder are averaging 116 points a game, which ranked 4th in the NBA. 46% from the field, 21st. 33% from 3, which is 12th. Not bad, kind of middle of the road there. Assists, 24th, 19th. We should be doing better than that. You would think that we would be higher than that, but we got guys who don't finish and need to. PIP, that's my favorite stat. Points in the paint. The Thunder are ranked 4th at 55.5 points per game, and then assists to turnover ratio, we're ranked 17th. But the key stat is, if you guys are watching me on Facebook or on YouTube, you can follow me, you know that we are ranked number 1 in assists to turnover ratio, because we average 17-point turnovers a game, turning our opponents over 17 times a game, which gives us all the momentum that the Thunder need, and has allowed us to stay in games because we don't defend that well overall, as you saw where we're ranked in three-point percentage and in field goal percentage. So we don't really defend that well, but we do turn it over. And then when we turn it over, what ends up happening is we get a lot of easy baskets and transitions, because what have I've always said? You guys should know this by now. Long shots equal long rebounds, equal transitional points, equal what? getting us into the flow of the game. And when you get into the flow of game, it makes your shots easier to knock down. And as long as we're shooting three, the problem the Thunder have, we're not very good from three, clearly. But at the same time, when we're wide open and we're taking our time, we're making that pass, the guys are shooting, even Dort, they can knock down three. But the Thunder's problem is after they knock down one, then all of a sudden they think they're a three-point shooter, or knock down a couple, and they're doing step backs and whatever, and then we're shooting bricks, boom, the team goes the other way. No, can't do that. You cannot do that. So, and then, of course, our keys to the game tonight are really simple. Get off to a good start and take care of the basketball, play within ourselves, and continue to use that Heat game as motivation. And I've said that several times because why? Because that Heat game was a game that we should have won. No question. And since then, SGA has been on fire, has been on a tear, and the Thunder have been on a tear. And I believe that game could be that game that we need as a young team to springboard us to the next level. Because that was just complete, we gave that game away. We gave that game away. You're up 111 to 105 with 53 seconds to go, and you lose 112, 111. That should not have happened. Should not have happened. So, but since that game, the Thunder have won 3 in a row. They're on fire. And I love what I've seen so far. Because remember, we beat Philly at Philly right after that and spanked them. Wasn't even close. SGA went off for 37 after the game. Doc was like, wow, what a game that was. So our team is young, but, hey, get out tonight. Enjoy the team. I mean, the Thunder, what people forget, because, you know, with COVID, what ended up happening, people forgot what it was like to go to the games. You know, and I've heard umpteen people, oh, well, I've looked like I've saved money and da-da-da. Everybody else is going to their games. Nobody else is saying that but Oklahoma people. You're the only people that are here like, oh, look how much money I've saved and, you know, whatever. That's a bunch of crap. Go to the damn game. Support your team. We're one of 30 cities that have a team, and you're griping about money you're spending. You could be spending somewhere else. Well, hell, take your client to the game. You weren't complaining about it before. It's just an excuse because you didn't want to go, and I know the real reason, and you guys know it too. Go to the game. It ain't about finance. You got the money, go. You can still go. If you don't want 6 tickets, get 4. If you don't want 4 tickets, get 2. Cut down in half, but still go to the game. And then if you can't go, give the tickets away. I've got my guys, Randy Wright at YNB and Mark, they call me, hey, man, we can't go to the game. They get somebody to get the tickets away. Yeah, boom. I call up one of my dads, one of my kids. Hey, you guys want to go to the game? They love to. I know tons of people who want to go to games who can't. Call them up and give them free tickets. Go to the game. Support the Thunder. 1 of 30. You think that Bricktown, you think that we would be downtown and all that would be what it was without the Thunder? No. You think we would have the Omni Hotel without them? No. It's because you have an NBA team. Go support it. Let's go. Go support it. Sorry, I'm a little fired up right now. I should be calming myself down, but that's one of my pet peeves when I hear people say that nonsense. Oh, I'll save money. That's just, to me, that's a bunch of crap. Sure, you're saving money, but to me, that's a bunch of crap. It just is. I think I'm joined by my guy, Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, my brother? Hello?
Hump day.
Yes,
Happy
it
hump
is,
day.
brother. How you doing, man? You ready for the game tonight, huh?
Getting over the hump.
Yeah, I said, you ready for the game tonight, huh?
I am ready for the game. Too bad you're not coming. Must be scared.
No,
Scared.
hey, bro, I got to take care of my people. My after the storm is tonight, so I got to do that and get that done. So, but what we're going to do, Drew, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and then we're going to get into the NBA scores last night and Jokic and Embiid. They were on it last night. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get into your picks for today. What are you now, 14-4 or something like that?
13 and 4 last 2 nights.
13-4. So we're going to talk about that a little bit there, give you some props, and go from there. So I want to take this time to thank our people at Collaborative Logic for all the things that they do for us, keeping the show running, keeping us up and going, making sure our remotes are done. And by the way, yes, they have finished, and I'm ready to start having people call in. I need to do that tomorrow, Drew, where people can text us. You're on Facebook, boom, you can come in, you can text the number. We're going to leave it up on the screen. Or if you're on YouTube, you can be able to get to us. SRB, my guy Mark Long for engineering, surveying, or planning. Oak Grove Trucking, and I go Jose Fierro, and I do have your shirt, so don't yell at Jose because he yelled at me last night about that. And of course, Greg and Max Nafee at Nafco always has my back, so I appreciate them. And last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that make things happen.
Yes, they do. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor of us for our remote live streams for Black, minority, and women-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify for any loans, personal or business, at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can just go in and see them. If you want to do it that way, you can always go and see the guys. So we appreciate.
Go see the Horn Man. He'd love to have a conversation with you. Tell him what you need.
And then, of course, your HuskerDrewPicks.com, bro. You've been on fire. You got the Lakers tonight, plus 4.5.
Yeah, that's a scary game. LeBron's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play or not. He's one game on, one game off. He might be tired.
He's at home.
But,
he just had 47. Oh, he has one game in him, and that's it.
I guess so. I was reading that he's game time decision.
Really? Is that what we're doing, game time decision stuff?
Sore ankle is what it says.
That's code for I'm taking a day off.
Yeah.
Then Hawks, Mavs.
Not like they played last night. They played 2 nights ago.
Hey, he's old, bro. He's old. You got the Hawks and the Mavs over 232.5.
Yeah, 7 of the last 8 Mavs games have gone over, and the Hawks don't play any defense, so I don't know if they can make that over high enough.
Now the question is, who do you like tonight, Luka or Trey?
Oh, I think Luka probably scores more points. He's got more ways to score where Trey's gonna have to be on.
Yeah, and that's all there.
Luka is able to get in the lane and kind of lives on the free throw line, where Trey's more of a jump shooter and 3-point shooter. So I would look for Luka probably to score more points. But if Trey does, the Hawks will be in it.
Yep, and that's the deal. Trey has to shoot a lot to score a lot. So that's the difference between. He's not necessarily efficient. Pelicans, really? You took the Pelicans tonight, Drew? Plus 1?
I did. I took them at home. I looked for them to play well tonight. They've kind of been slumping a little bit. They need to get it together. They're down in New Orleans tonight, so I'll take them in a short number at home.
Man, wait. When you sent me this one, I had a double take. You took the Thunder.
I did. The Pacers are terrible.
Well, are you taking the Thunder and the under?
And this will be the game the Thunder lose, my luck. I mean, they could beat the Nets and the Mavericks and
76ers,
all the other, and
Boston.
They'll drop one to the Pacers.
Boston.
Yeah.
I was talking about today, one of my keys is for the Thunder to continue to use that Heat game as motivation. That was a terrible loss. And it just seems like they've been on fire since then, Drew. Doesn't it look like it? I mean, SGA's been.
Yeah, they have. They have. You know, we've talked about, you know, they've been catching some breaks and some personnel moves, but they're winning.
Well, like who? The only person who didn't show up to play was KD because he was hurt.
Yeah.
And that's not personnel. That's just I'm hurt.
And Luka didn't play.
Yeah, but that was before. I'm talking about after the Heat game.
I'm just saying. Luka didn't play. KD didn't play. They're catching some breaks.
Okay, we beat Luka with Luka. We beat Dallas with Luka. So there you go. Come on now. You always try to play that card. I'm not letting you get away with it.
Hey, I'm just speaking the facts.
No, you're not. You're trying to throw some shade on my boys, and I'm not letting you to get away with it. Okay? Okie State tonight, -3 at home against the Sooners in Bedlam.
Got to win now, and Okie State's on the bubble to get in the tournament right now. So I was looking at Lenardi, and they got him as one of the last 4 out. So they need this win at home. They're probably not going to beat OU at Lloyd Noble, so tonight's a big game for both teams, honestly. Yep. OU's on the bubble, too.
Well, and
should be a good atmosphere. I believe it's on ESPN, too.
It's on, yep, we already talked about that. Got that in there. Now,
I like the Pokes tonight. I don't look for it to be a very high-scoring game. Usually that's a pretty physical contest, so.
as well. I know, Drew.
Yep.
I've had several ice baths after that game, so I know all about it. The commander and I have talked about that many times, how physical that game is. I asked him if he was going to the Thunder game tonight. He said no, he's going to Stilly.
Yep. He's gonna be in Stillwater.
Yeah, I guess he
Right next to me.
Yeah, he said him and Kimberly are going and taking somebody else or whatever. Because I asked him if he was going to the Thunder game. He's like, no. He goes, are you going? I said, I have no choice. He goes, oh, you got to do the Thunder game since we're sponsoring. I go, yeah. He reminded me of that, Drew. He threw that out there. Why does he always got to throw shade on me on the side? What is that about, man?
It just give you enough, bro.
Of course, then you got West Virginia tonight. You taking West Virginia?
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I'm not a believer in TCU. That's a tough place to play too. Huggy Bear will have them ready tonight to play. Going to West Virginia. West Virginia's sitting at 10-7. They need this win, kind of get themselves back on the bubble scene.
Yep.
So I look for West Virginia to play good tonight.
Yep, I agree.
Plus, it'll be a quad one win if they can beat TCU. So that'll help them.
They need that big time for them and for more than that as well. So,
yep.
Now in NBA, and I messed that up. I was trying to do my NBA scores in here. On our NBA scores, the Raptors, the Bucks last night, no Giannis. And did you see where Lopez got thrown out last night? Did you see the fight?
I did. Yeah.
I mean, or whatever that was. I'm just going.
That game got awful chippy down the stretch.
Well, I mean, first of all, he had his arms wrapped around him. He just took his headband off. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I'd have pushed him off of me at first. Hey, don't be trying to hug me, man. Get off me, man. Why are you so close to me? That's the first thing. Plus, Brooke is 7 foot. I mean, why are you letting some little young boy grab on you like that? I don't little dude like I don't get that. Nets lost to the Spurs. Wow. 106-98. That's a terrible loss.
What I say yesterday was why I didn't take the Nets.
Yeah.
Because number one, Kyrie didn't play. 2, Kevin Durant didn't play. I mean, they're kind of like the Thunder. I guess when you play the Spurs, you don't play your best players.
Wow. You're just going to not let that go, are you? I'm pretty sure we spanked Boston with all their players. Pretty sure we beat 76ers with all their players.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. So,
hey, I'm going to give them their props for beating Boston. Anytime Boston loses, that's a good thing.
I know. Blazers and the Nuggets. Dude, Jokic last night, oh, my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. The only person to do what he did was what? What's that? What did he score? What was it, 50? A triple-double with 50 points shooting, what was it, 90%? He's done it twice.
Yep.
Wilt Chamberlain's done it twice. That's insane.
Pretty good company. I think
that's
Jokic
insane.
Win another MVP this year. You never Tatum.
Well, he shouldn't have won it last year. Let's face it. You and I both talked about that. Embiid should have won it last year. But you're right.
He may win it again this year.
Well, Embiid is giving him all he wants this year because Embiid's on fire again this year.
Yep.
So. But the difference is the Nuggets are actually going to will be above the 5th or 6th seed. So, which is a joke to me. How can you be MVP if your team is not in the top 2 or 3?
Yep.
That's ridiculous. That's why I think the media shouldn't have anything to do with putting people in the Hall of Fame and MVP votes. I think look, you report, you don't need to have a vote because you're trash. 76ers, Clippers.
Yeah, Embiid go 41-9.
Yeah,
last night.
He had 100. They won 120 to 110. Kawhi played last night, so the JETS Mets Clippers have no excuse whatsoever, Drew. None whatsoever.
Paul George has just been MIA this year.
Yeah, it's Paul. What is he called? PG time? What is it? Playoff P?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did last year. He played pretty good. Now, in NBA games tonight, though, Drew, we got a nice lid tonight. Man, a nice lid. Don't you think? I mean, are you excited about the games tonight? We got a bunch.
Yeah. There's a lot of good games tonight. Like I said,
you got the Hawks, Mavs. You got Wizards and the Knicks. Ooh, I'm excited about that. Hornets, Rockets. Sleeper.
That Heat Pelicans game will be a good game.
Yeah.
Hornets Rockets I could do without. The Cavs Grizz should be a good game.
Yeah, Cavs Grizz, Heat Pelican. That's gonna be a good one, Drew. Clippers Jazz.
I kind of had a little slight lean on the Jazz tonight, but I didn't want to lay 6.5. Clippers coming off a back-to-back. 6.5 seemed like too many.
T Wolves and Nuggets. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
How
I
you
kind of
think?
like the T-Wolves catching double digits right there, catching 10 points.
Yep. And then you got the Kings and Lakers, which we've already pretty much talked about. But that Heat Pelicans, I know you're not a fan of the Pelicans. I like them, Drew.
Lakers has gone from 4.5 to 2.5. So LeBron must be playing. Let me see. I
Oh,
haven't
he
checked it in
is?
a
Oh,
couple
that's why
hours.
then.
Well, it's come down 2 points, so he's got to be playing. Let's see what it says here. Go to the wire. T decade, blah blah blah. Reddish trade talks.
Yep.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't
Somebody
say.
must have some inside info that he's playing.
Well, they probably do, knowing them. So,
Yeah.
but
So
go ahead, Drew.
have you seen that little coming across the wire here? Or did you already touch on it? The NFL trade.
No, I have not touched on it yet. I hadn't got to the NFL.
So Lamar Jackson to the Raiders. The Raiders then send their first round pick to the
Ravens.
to the Bears. The Bears get the Raiders' first round pick, and then the Bears send Josh Fields to the Ravens and get the
Great.
Ravens' first round pick.
Great idea. Great pick. You know what? Who was that said that the other
No,
day?
it's happening. Like, this is happening.
No.
It's going down.
No, Drew, I'm saying Monday somebody said that the thing would be for the Ravens and the Bears to really swap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because
So the Bears will now have 3 first round picks next year. They'll have the number 1 pick, the 7th pick, and the 20th pick. They trade Fields to the Ravens, and then the Ravens send Lamar Jackson to the Raiders.
dude, yeah, we knew that Lamar Jackson deal was done after he said what he said yesterday. That was done, and it's the Ravens. You know, but the Raiders, I don't see them play.
So is Tom Brady done? I think Brady's done. I think Dallas put him into retirement. I think he's over.
Well,
he realized right then and there he's slow and old.
Yeah, see, I thought that the Ravens and the Bears would swap quarterbacks. Is what I thought.
Well, I think now that you got the 7th pick, I think the Bears are going to take a quarterback.
Well, yeah, you got to now.
I think they're either going to take the Ohio State kid or
C.J.
the
Stroud.
Alabama kid, one of the two. Yeah.
Well, to me,
and then you got the Kentucky kid in there too.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Now, my deal with Bryce is he's little. He's Tua.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud is better, but the whole thing, Alabama quarterbacks don't do well, except for Jalen Hurts. But
and you know what, Matt's sitting out there. Sorry to interrupt you. If Brady decides to go to Miami, then Tua is sitting out there.
Yeah.
Tua could end up in Chicago.
Dude, I've always said, I've been talking about, you thought Brady to the Raiders. I thought Brady to Miami. That's what I've always thought. I mean, they've got a defense. You've got a running back. You've got receivers that are just ridiculous. You've got a good defense. I mean, you got an offensive line. You're in warm weather.
It's back in the AFC East where he thrives.
Yep, and your kids are close to your kids still. So I know you didn't. I know you sold the house because you didn't want to live around the corner from your wife. I still can't believe she bought a house around the corner. I'm just making it convenient for the kids. No, you trying to spy on me and see who got come in my house. That's what I say. That's what that is. But
I hear he's having roll call and stuff over there. Just whoever he wants to come over, just lining them up.
Hey, but his girl that he's got, Drew. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's a smoke show, bro. She's a smoke show.
I mean I think that makes the Raiders a lot better. They're going to be a completely different team.
Yeah,
now you got where Lamar Jackson can throw to Devontae Adams.
Well, I don't know how. We'll see how that works, but I'm still not sold on him on his throwing. You know what I'm saying? But you've got Josh Jacobs back there. You've got him. You got a good tight, your tight end, but you got to figure out what you're going to do with him. And you do have Devontae Adams to throw to, and they're both young. Devontae's young, he's young, and he's dynamic. Well, I tell you what, that AFC West, God dang, Drew. Woo, you got Lamar, and you got Lamar, Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes, and maybe or maybe not, your boy Russell Wilson. We just don't know, do we?
Oh, he ain't going anywhere, dude. Who's going to take his contract?
No. I'm saying whether he's going to step back up and be like old Russell. Like
right.
he was the last, 3 games where he actually ran the ball. We're like, where has that been all year? Why are you just now running the ball? Why are you just now being the old you?
It's really surprising, though, to me that the Bears moved off the field. I thought he was a good fit there, but obviously they think they can. They're cherishing the 3 picks and think they can swap it out with another quarterback.
Well, the thing with the Ravens, that's a great pickup for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you don't have to change your offense. And he and Lamar are basically the same type player. He may be just a little bit more accurate.
All three of the quarterbacks of the Ravens will look exactly alike.
Exactly alike.
Body size.
Well, I mean,
all 3 of them.
The only difference is that Fields is more dynamic than those other 2.
Yeah.
Just
he'll
like
fit
Lamar
in good
was.
there too. Cold weather player. He'll fit in good there.
He'll fit in. Plus, you got a running back. You got defense. You got everything you didn't have. You got an offensive line. You're not gonna get beat up like you did there.
He's probably welcoming that. He's probably welcoming.
Yeah, and then I'm sitting there looking at the Bears. I mean, you're gonna go get another rookie.
Yep.
And
That's still gonna do. Either that or they're gonna trade for a quarterback. What do you think about? What about Aaron Rodgers? He go to the arch rival?
Yeah, he would. He would, but
yeah,
what do they owe him? $60 million, close to that.
Something crazy.
Something
yeah.
There's
a lot of quarterbacks out there that the Bears could go pull in and draft a quarterback. They could make a trade for.
What they need they need an offensive line first. A quarterback is not going to help them if they don't have an offensive line. They're going to have an offensive line. I think
number one. I think they're taking the kid from Alabama as the number 1 pick, right? I mean, he's the defensive lineman from Alabama.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Yeah, but the whole thing.
No, I'm talking about the Bears. I think they take the defensive lineman first.
Oh,
That's if they got the 7th pick.
Well, the Bears are notorious for defense.
Yeah.
They love their defense, and
he's the best player in the draft.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. God dang. And you need an edge rusher. That's what you got to have an edge rusher.
But if the Bears pick him up, they could draft him and then trade him for a quarterback or for another pick, or someone, sitting at 15 or 16 that doesn't have the number 1 pick. The Bears got a lot of options now.
And I like the quarterback. What's his name from
Kentucky.
From Kentucky. I like him.
Yeah. Well, and then think about this. You got David Carr sitting out there too.
Yep. You mean Derek?
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to keep calling him David.
Because that's his brother.
Yeah. Derek Carr sitting out there. He's going to need a home.
Yeah.
There's some options.
To me, the thing is this with Derek Carr, though, they don't have to pay anything for him. You don't have to pay anything for him because he's a free agent. So you don't have to pay anything for him. He's free. You get to get him. So to me, that's just an easy deal for him. But the Bears,
and he may be, and he's probably an upgrade from Fields.
Yeah.
So,
well, let's face it, Fields can run, but Fields couldn't really.
If I'm the Bears right now, I'm sitting pretty. They just can't fumble this thing. They can make them pretty good next year.
Now, Drew,
they just play
remember, guess who is the new CEO and president of the Bears now? The former commissioner of the Big Ten. That's who it is. So he's going to come
100%.
in. He's going to come in and go, okay, look.
Kevin Warren.
Yep.
Kevin Warren.
Yeah, we just talked about that the other day. He's like, hey, look, I'm going to come in. We're going to fix this. What do we need? Okay, is this the guy? Then we need to move off on him. Let's get rid of him. We need picks. We need offensive line. We need shore up our defense. We need wide receivers. So we got an offensive line, wide receivers.
They could kind of use They could use a running back too. Honestly.
Yeah. But but the thing is, it doesn't matter if you don't have an offensive line or a quarterback. And let's face it, like you said, Derek Carr is sitting out there free.
Yep. Yeah.
Free. Okay. You ain't got to trade for him, nothing.
And you put an offensive line around him, he'll throw the ball down the field.
Yep.
He can throw the ball.
And you got to get an offensive line, wide receivers, and shore up your defense a little bit. So if you take your number 1 pick as your defensive end, so you got a defense, you got an edge rusher.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your edge rusher. Your defense, other than that, is okay.
Your 7th pick, you take an offensive lineman.
Yep. And then the next pick, you take another.
And then the 3rd pick, you take a wide receiver.
Or you take another offensive lineman, and then you take a wide receiver in the second round. Dude, Hey, Drew, these 2 dudes, I'm sitting here at Rococo's. These 2 dudes get out of a car, and they open the door, and smoke just comes falling out the car. I'm like, wow.
Can't wait.
Wow. Okay. Black dude, white dude. I mean, I'm just sitting there looking. I mean, just smoke just came out of the car. I'm like, wow, okay. Y'all aren't obvious what y'all were doing in there. Hope both of y'all have y'all cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. But anyway, I digress. But I'm with you 100%. Bears in a perfect position. But that's what happens when you got good leadership up top. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They finally got it. The family just finally, McClaskey said, look, here you go. You're the guy. You just take over. And I'm sure they had to pay him an exorbitant amount of money.
They're proposing. They're trying to, do some renovations of that stadium too.
Well,
so they're trying to make that.
Remember, they bought the property already for the old racetrack. They have that already.
Well, I saw a deal the other day that they're trying. They don't know for sure what's going to happen, but there's a deal out there. There's a tax deal out there that they're trying. There's a big group trying to keep that stadium where it is.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is if the Bears move out of Soldier Field, that whole area right there, how much money do you lose in tax revenue? It goes away. And the thing with the Bears is all of a sudden your revenue goes up. Why? Because now you get all the parking. Okay, you get all that revenue. You don't have to share with all you have to do is pay taxes. And all those people out there who don't want them to move, why don't you? It's nice, quiet, single family, all that crap. Okay, first of all, you understand what that's going to do for your community? Oh, well, it's going to give us traffic. Oh, well, let me see. It's going to improve your infrastructure because why? Oh, you have tax money
you'll
now.
have jobs. It'll do a lot.
It'll do a lot more than now. Yes, are you going to be inconvenienced because there's going to be traffic on Sundays? On Sunday. You're mad because, what is that, 9 Sundays a year? You're upset. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see that. I don't want to have better water. I don't want to have better sewage. I don't want to have better streets. I don't want to have better schools. I don't want any of that, Drew. Why would I want that?
Yeah.
To avoid traffic. I'm sorry. I digress. That's just, I'm sorry. But in NFL news, Drew, that's what I was going to talk about. Lamar today is that dude. That is a perfect deal. But it was done. Harbaugh was done. The Ravens were done. Lamar was done. And I don't care what anybody says. Ben was right. I agree with him. Lamar not making that trip said everything about how, and then he makes that cryptic.
Yeah.
When I read that message or that Instagram post yesterday, I'm like, he's out of here. He don't want to play with them. When you have something good, you better do it. And the question is, he thinks that the Raiders are going to pay him guaranteed money. I don't think they're going to do it either. I think Mark Davis is going to pay him more guaranteed money than Kyler got.
No.
But he's not going to guarantee his contract. But you know what? Drew, the point is, why didn't they just pay Lamar 2 years ago, the same time that Patrick Mahomes got paid and Josh Allen got? Well, he was in the same draft as Josh, wasn't he? Not Patrick.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was the same class as him, right?
Correct.
And they paid Josh Allen, but didn't they not pay Lamar? Why wouldn't you pay Lamar then? Didn't anybody learn from the Cowboys?
Yeah, obviously not.
Drew, don't you pay him right away, right when you can, and you can get away with it cheaply?
Yep, you would think so.
That's what I would do.
Raiders haven't been known to be the smartest of all the cookies in the world.
No,
they do some weird stuff.
Yeah, they do, man. They do. Hey, well, I'm surprised High Stick Harry had joined us. Drew, what's he doing, man?
I just got in here just a second ago.
Oh, okay. Because Drew, normally
I was letting you finish your point there.
Okay, because normally he's in there jumping in. He's Drew. He's normally cutting in on us when we're trying to have a conversation. Now he's trying to be all respectful.
Line change. Yeah, line change. Get in there.
No. You don't be doing no line change. You just be jumping in there. Does he not, Drew? He just jumps in, don't he? Drew and I are like, damn, man, we riding him.
I don't even know he's there, and all of a sudden he comes flying in off the goal.
Oh, hey, Drew, did y'all see that deal last night where, was it the Flyers or the guy who did not want to wear the LBGT plus, or what is it, LQ? Was it question mark? LGBT.
It was Ivan Provorov.
Yeah, it was an LGTB question mark. Yeah, there we go. I got it. I'm going to get killed for that.
They wore these jerseys in warm-ups to support it or whatever. And
And the
this guy,
sticks.
he is
And the sticks. And they had their sticks
yeah,
wrapped.
they did. Yeah, they did the tape and all that stuff. This guy is like, he's like as Russian as they come.
Orthodox.
I'm trying to think of what his religion is. But it's
Orthodox. He's
like
a Russian Orthodox.
yeah, he's Russian Orthodox. So he is very, very much against all this. He didn't make a big deal about it. He just didn't play. He just sat out in warm-ups, and that was it. Just because he didn't want to take part in it, and he knows when he goes home, he might get a bullet in the head if he does that. So he's like, I'm not doing that.
Or his family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he didn't do it, and all of his team supported him. And then he actually played the most time on ice that night for the Flyers. The coach had his back the whole way through, said that it's his religion. What do you want him to do? Like, I'm not going to ask my guys to break their religion for warm-ups. So
and what the deal is that was actually his religion. Not like some of these guys not want to take the vaccine shot. This is actually his religion.
Yeah, no, that's what. And he said, I just didn't. And he even came out and said it in the post-game interview. He said, it's just against my religion. I'm Russian Orthodox. Like, I just didn't. He's like, I support everybody that support their own thoughts and everything and the way they feel about things. And this is the way that I feel because this is my religion. So nobody really knocked him for it, at least in the hockey world.
Well, no. Well, the whole thing was you could tell that this, like some of those guys coming up with stuff, and Drew and I talked about this when we were talking about COVID. You can tell somebody who's serious when it's their religion. Like Muhammad Ali, he was ready to go to prison for his religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to prison for his religion. I'm not going to go kill people that I don't know, and my religion says we don't believe in that, and you want me to go kill, which is so funny is those same Muslims use the Quran, the opposite of what Muhammad Ali was saying, to kill
exactly.
people.
Yep.
It's just backwards.
Yep. So he even said that, he supports, all those people and their thoughts and the way that they are with their lives. He's like, that's not my life, and I can't support that. So,
well, what is your thoughts on Lamar?
So the whole Lamar deal, I heard you guys chatting about it for a minute there, right when I popped on. That why didn't they pay him, a couple years ago? I totally agree with that. I think that should have been the first thing you do.
Are you happy with the trade? Are you happy with the trade? Are you happy with the trade?
I mean, I don't mind it if it'll take money off the books. I would say, so it's a little less they'll have to pay, so we can put money elsewhere, keep that defense intact, keep that offensive line intact. But they need weapons, and I think some of that money could come back to maybe get a wide receiver, get somebody else for us. But I mean, I like Lamar better than Justin Fields? Obviously, yes, but I don't like the little circus he's starting to bring with him. I think it's a distraction. I like guys that get out there, strap it up, and go play. We'll worry about, all the other stuff in the off season. It's kind of the way that I see. I don't like the whole show he's bringing with him. So I don't mind it.
Well, Drew and I both feel like he doesn't deserve guaranteed. Do you? He's missed 10 games in 2 years.
Yep, he doesn't deserve how much he's asking for. That's for damn sure. But other than that, I mean, he deserves some guaranteed money. I'd say a little over. I'd say maybe
pay him more than Kyler.
50.
Pay him more than Kyler.
Exactly. I'd say probably a little more than that, but I think that like I said the other day, I think the Watson deal pissed off all the owners because now all these players are going to be expecting that. So I think that really kind of threw a wrench into a lot of the plans, especially the Lamar plan. Yeah, because that was like the last guy signed right before he decided not to sign.
Yeah, well, Drew and I talked about that, $174 million. And I think they offered him like 140 something, which was a slap in the face. Pay him more than Lamar. Pay him more than Kyler. Don't you agree, Drew? 180 or 90
for sure.
million.
Kyler's kind of priced himself out of the contract. He just hasn't played very well. So, but it'll be interesting to see what the Cardinals do with a new coach coming in with him.
Well, the question is, who's going to be the new coach?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the GM stepping in and saying what he said, basically challenging Kyler? I'm like, dude, why are you putting this all in public? Why are you stepping in and acting like, okay, there's a new sheriff in town, this is how it's going to be? Well, you're stuck with Kyler for 2 more years, no matter what you say. Nobody's taking on his contract. So why are you going to come in and make it like
you saw what happened last time. Last time they put something in public about him having to watch a certain amount of footage, certain amount of film and stuff. Then it just came back to slap them in the face. All those people got fired. So,
are we all three in agreement that you don't put your laundry out in public?
I'm with
Yep,
you.
100%.
You know,
That's the Mike Tomlin rule. Yeah, don't do it.
well, hey, I'll tell you this, Drew, you're going to like this. I don't know if you saw Colin Cowherd today, but he did a deal talking about he's been on Aaron Rodgers for 38 straight days. Busting him, man. But anyway, he's talking about Mike McCarthy. He was talking about Mike McCarthy, and you were putting up Mike McCarthy's record, okay? You know, his winning percentage, playoff wins, playoff appearances, Super Bowls, okay? And dude, he's got a better deal than Andy Reid, if you can believe that.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was insane, bro. I mean, you put him up against Belichick, you put him up against these guys, man. It was crazy. He had a better deal than Bill Parcells. I mean, he's not as bad as we think he is. And so I want to tell you that. I was
Right.
like, man, I was really impressed with what he did, and wow. But the question is that not Jason Garrett, but is that your boy, your offensive coordinator, or is that him Sunday? Or Monday night, I should say.
Man, I thought the whole thing was good. I mean, I thought McCarthy made some good calls. I thought Kellen Moore made some good calls, but whoever's in charge of the kicker, that guy, I mean, he needs to
Dude,
That
figure
was
something out.
rough.
you can't go get another one, can you?
Did you see the tweet that Jerry Jones sent out?
No.
It said, if you're in the stadium and can kick, come downstairs. I have a jersey for you.
Oh no, they didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't move on from him. They didn't go find another kicker.
You can't.
So
You can't.
can't. He may already be ruined, but that would easily ruin him.
Adam Vinatieri is the only guy you can snag. I saw him doing these workouts like a month ago. He's freaking yoked. I bet he could still kick the ball, but I don't know who you'd grab. There's nobody that can
By the
just
way,
like fit into
you see
it.
that the old Giants kicker came out and said that even if Dallas paid him $10 million, he wouldn't go kick for the Cowboys.
No, he didn't. He come out and that's
They
rude,
hate
dude.
us. They hate us because they ain't us.
That's funny.
Wow.
How it goes.
Ben, now you know if they win this weekend, that it's just going to be
boy.
pathetic. It's going to be pathetic. You know that, right?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
on.
He's
gonna be bad.
in. We're not going to be able to talk to
Don't
him.
let the Giants beat the Eagles
Oh,
this week
Lord.
on Saturday night.
I
could
wouldn't. I
happen.
wouldn't know how to act. Would you, Ben?
No,
Wait a minute,
I
you're
would-
a
I would
Cowboys
not
fan
know
too,
what to
aren't you? Aren't you a Cowboys fan too?
I love the Cowboys.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, they're right up.
He fit
That's
right
my,
in.
that's my
Ben,
team.
who are you?
Hey.
Who are you, Ben Dillman? Who
Yeah.
are you?
What do you mean?
Who are you? Why are you letting Drew rub off on you, man? You need to.
This is not Drew. This is my father. The way I was brought
Well, I
up.
thought you was a Ravens fan.
Yeah, he was raised
No,
right.
the Ravens are my favorite team, and the only reason, pretty much, why that all happened is because I didn't realize that I could make up my own decision on what team I liked. So I didn't want to like the Cowboys. So that's why I did my own favorite teams because my dad just had the ones closest to us because they're all the only ones on TV that you could see. Especially like that's why he likes the Lakers and stuff. Is because back in the day, that's all you could pretty much get, over here on TV. It's like all the big games that you get. So he'd always watch them, and then like same with the Cowboys, same with like things like that. So I like kind of fell into some of his traps, and then I wanted to make up my own decisions.
Wow. Okay.
And then I saw Ray Lewis, and I was like, this is my team. And then
You saw Ray Lewis. It's like, okay, I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens.
Yeah, I watched him play on Thanksgiving in 2000, and I was like, yep, this is it. This is the guy.
Oh my God, Drew, did you see McDavid last night in the highlights when he zipped by everybody and went flying by him and got that goal? Did you see that last night, Drew? How fast he did? Did you see that?
I did not.
For the Oilers? Oh, I was talking to Ben, dude. He gets this puck right just before the half court, so about 3/4, I guess, 3/4 line, and he zips between this guy's legs and was gone. I was like, can we show that again? I mean, how did he go so? I mean, he was flying at this guy. And this guy was
in
going
less than
backwards.
3 seconds.
He was
in less
there.
than 3 seconds, he went from right about center ice and already had the puck in the back of the net. Like everybody's just looking around, like, what the hell just happened? Like, and he does this all the time. He just goes
Zoom. Yeah, I just lost these guys, 2 guys right there, but they just got to come back on. Yeah, but dude, that just I just saw him play last night. It was just absolutely crazy. I can't believe how fast he is. I mean, it was just unbelievable how fast he is. And he went flying by. I'm just like, oh my God, dude, that is crazy how fast you are. So that being said, let me get on here to get, hopefully these guys will kick back up. Our Zoom got kicked off. So hopefully these guys will jump back on here in a minute and get back on so we can finish up the show because we still have not done our hockey thing. But to let everybody know the different ways that you can watch us. Hang on a second. The different ways that you can watch our show and what we're doing. You can go on Facebook. You can watch it on Facebook. You can watch it through YouTube. And let me find that for you guys so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I hate doing it at my home. I have a button that I can just push that zooms it right in for me. There we go. Here are all the different networks that you can choose to get that deal done. If you need to, you can go to us at YouTube, and what you do is you search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, and it pops up, and you can get it that way, or you can go to After the Storm, which is After the Storm is our Thunder post-game analysis show. You can go that way as well. And what you do is you do After the Storm, OKC Thunder, pull that up, hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button. And then when you do that, you'll be able to follow us and do that. So hopefully, new sent. Anyway, so that's how you get in touch with us. I hope you guys get a chance to do that because you can also go to our website at www.mcsportsnetwork.com, and you can go back and you can watch any of the previous episodes. We are going to be doing a couple of more things coming up, adding a different show. We're going to be doing a podcast, and what I'm going to be doing is a separate thing. And what I'm going to be doing is going out and just doing a podcast with friends. So I'm going to be interviewing my friends. Going to interview, go and talk to Bill Self, people like that, my buddies, different coaches, high school, college, and we're just going to be talking about sports and things in general as a group, kind of chopping it up. It's going to be a fun thing. So, are you back, man?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, buddy.
No, that was me. The Zoom thing kicked off for whatever reason. I've got to get that all squared away, so we will. But we will.
No worries.
We will get there. So anyway, NHL scores last night. The Ducks and the Flyers took care of business 5-2.
Yeah, I sent you that. I don't know if you saw that Morgan Frost goal. The guy went between the legs.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. You sent that to me.
Was pretty sweet. That's going to be one of the top goals of the year right there. That thing was pretty nice. But other than that game kind of was just a bore fest.
Yeah, it was.
But that was a sweet goal, though.
The Wild, man, they're just winning. 4-2.
Yep, it was actually a bad game for the Wild. The Caps just couldn't put the puck in the net. They had almost 40 shots. And then the Wild had only about 22 shots, and they still ended up putting 4 in.
They had 40 shots, and they only had 2 goals.
Yep, their goalie played great back there. So you usually don't see that very often. If you usually it's the opposite. If you have double the shots of the other team, usually you're on top. But this one just didn't go their way. No OV goal, but he did have 2 assists on both the goals. But other than that, that was about all we had.
Yep. Panthers and the Unmighty Ducks, 5-4 in OT.
Yep, they had to switch goalies about 18 minutes in because the Panthers were crushing the Leafs. And then so in the second, Matt Murray had 4 goals on 8 shots. He had 4 goals let in on 8 shots. So that was just brutal. Then the Leafs scored with 2 seconds left in the second period, and then they ended up coming back and winning that one.
That's just crazy. And the Canadiens beat the Jets 4-1.
Yep. Big loss for the Jets. That put the Stars back in a tie for the lead in the Central there. So it was great for the Stars. They got some help on a night they're not even playing. So it was good for them.
It really was. We played tonight, but that was a very good win for the Jets.
Yep.
The Predators beat the Blue Jackets, 2-1.
Yeah, just a really slow game. I kind of expected maybe the Jackets to win this one because there was no UC Saros in that for the Predators. But it was just a really slow game, not the most entertaining.
No. Blackhawks 4, Sabres 3 in OT.
Yep, another goal for Tage Thompson for the Sabres. He's still up there. I think that puts him at 32 on the year. So he's behind McDavid by quite a few, but he's up there. He's right around Pasta and Draisaitl, right around those numbers. But the Sabres, they had the lead going into the third, and then just completely blew it. So
Yep.
they choked it up a little bit.
And then the dynamic duo of the Oilers, oh my God, took care of the Kraken 5-2 last night. That goal
we
were
talked
talking
about that goal
yeah.
by McJesus. Yeah, we talked about that goal by McJesus there. That one was sweet. But he like every 5 games he has a goal that's pretty similar to that. That one is a little special. But every 5 games or so he's cruising down the middle, has a goal like that. But they got Evander Kane back. I remember that guy that got his arm cut real bad.
Yeah.
That we
Sure,
talked about.
Yeah.
He's back, so I look for the Oilers to go on a little bit of a run here. They're getting healthy. They got the right guys at the right time. They stuck in there. The Kings blew them out of the water, but the Flames didn't put enough ground in between them. So we'll see.
What does McDavid have? Like 26 goals, 26 points, and 28 something stupid. What is it? 20, 27, 26, and 28, 26 goals or 28 points or something?
Yeah, he has 38. Right now he has 38 goals.
38 goals.
And right now he's 38 goals, and let's see what's just this season. 46 games, he has 38 goals, so almost a goal per game. But he has 84 points in 46 games, so
that's just
he's
insane.
he's almost at 2 points per game.
What is the record for most points in a season?
That'd be held by Wayne Gretzky. I want to say it's a little over 200. Let me see really quick.
So
I got it right here.
So the chances of him getting there is possible.
He won't get that. Yeah, Gretzky had 215, then he had 212, and he had 208.
Oh my God!
So yeah, that's just insane.
So he sits alone.
If Gretzky, if you took away all of his goals, which he's the highest goal scorer in NHL history, if you take away all of his goals and you just count his assists, he still leads everybody in points. He's still number 1 in the league.
That's insane.
In the history of the league. That's how many points he scored.
That's crazy. Then of course the Yotes beat the Red Wings 4-3 in a shootout.
Yep, the Yotes snapped a 9-game losing streak. Good for them, but they're not as pesky as they were in the beginning of the year. Water's starting to find its level with that team. They're starting to slowly give up. They're dying slowly.
Pesky, that's funny. Oh my God! And of course, the games tonight. You have the Penguins at the Senators at 6:00.
Yep, it was like a sneaky tough game for the Pens. The Pens are just trying to make the playoffs right here. The Senators have no shot at the moment, but they keep on they lose to all the bad teams, but they beat all the good teams surprisingly. So they're kind of weird.
That's just insane. I don't get how they do that.
It's just weird, yeah. And they're severely underachieving. The Senators. They were supposed to be a playoff team this year, so they have a whole bunch of vets that they signed. So sometimes these guys just get pissed off and play really good against other teams, and I don't know what it is, but I like the Pens here.
Yep, Bruins. Your Bruins against the Isles tonight.
Yep, I think it's going to be a slow game, I'd imagine. Hopefully the Bees can get a W here, but I think it's going to be a tight game. 2 of the best goaltenders in the world in net, so I do like the under in this. It's under 6. I believe it's minus 115.
Yep. Then you have the Avalanche 8:30 game tonight against the Flames.
Yep, there's huge wild card ramifications here. Like I've been telling you, the Avs have been struggling. They've been needing to stay at least 500. They've been just below that, and all these other teams are catching them. The Flames at the moment are tied with the Oilers for the last wild card spot. So the Avs need to win right here to catch those 2 teams and make sure that they get in.
My Stars, baby, my Stars tonight against the Sharks, 9 p.m. on the road.
Should be point night for the boys. They're making their little West Coast swing right now. They're going to play the Kings.
Now, is it the San Diego Sharks? Is that who they are?
San Jose.
San Jose Sharks.
Yep, and they play at the Shark Tank. So that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet nickname for your arena there.
Yeah, it is. I like that. The Shark Tank.
The Shark Tank.
Then, of course, the Lightning at the Nucks tonight.
Yep, 4 wins in a row for the Bolts. Hopefully they can get another one here. Pretty much them and the Maple Leafs are pretty much penciled in for 2nd and 3rd in that division. I imagine they're going to play first. So that'll be a hell of a series. It'll get really physical. Those 2 teams friggin' hate each other. So if the Bolts can get this win here, I almost imagine it's going to be 100% at this moment.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you 100% on that, man. And congratulations to your Ravens getting a team, man, getting your squad, man. So hopefully you'll getting you a new
Need
quarterback.
something.
Hopefully he'll do something for you guys. He would have been he would have been an improvement over Hundley, even though y'all still should have beat them without
Oh,
Hundley.
yeah.
The question is, what would have happened had they beat Cincinnati? I wonder what would have been the outcome of that. Then Lamar is really, But I
If
guess
Lamar would have played, just by chance, and they would have beat Cincinnati, he would have earned every dollar
no,
that
no,
he
no,
was
no, no.
wanting.
I'm saying if the Ravens would have beat Cincinnati
Oh, without
him,
him.
I wonder
Then
what
that
would
looks
happen.
bad.
Yeah, because when he made that comment about, take care of what if you take care of what's good, then good will take care of you or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, really? You don't, I knew he was. They were like, okay, you're gone. We're done. What can we get from you? The whole thing is
especially that you can say that to them, but don't say that to the public.
right. Well, because the whole thing to me was, I forget who said it was, is that Baltimore should trade for Justin Fields because he's not Lamar, but he's a better situation than you could see what he really is because he can run, he can throw, and you have to change your style of offense. You're Greg Roman. Your offense is still the same. It does not change. You have a running quarterback that you run first. You have a running offense, so it just makes it easy. You have a better offensive line, so why would
He's
you
going to be a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yep. And you have one of the best left tackles in pro football. So, you've only got him on his rookie contract for one more year.
Yeah, but then they could actually get ahead of it, unlike they did with Lamar.
Well, I think what they'll do this year, if he actually shows promise, they will go ahead and sign him. But what that says to me is Lamar must have wanted more money because remember, Patrick Mahomes signed for $500 million. Remember?
Yeah, that was
$450 million.
Yeah, but I know it's over 10 years or something like that.
No. But the next year, Josh Allen signed for less. Okay. And so Lamar, I believe at that point, wanted all this money, and the Ravens are like, no, we're not giving you Patrick Mahomes money. Well, he won MVP, I won MVP. You ain't Mahomes. You ain't beat him. He finally beat him last year, but he hadn't beat Mahomes. You've only won one playoff game. I mean, why you deserve all this? Deshaun Watson has won multiple playoff games. You've won one.
So, and my whole thing is it's a team game. Like that's what I've always respected about Tom is taking a little bit less money.
Which is
he would always
Mahomes
do that without the bonuses. He would still just take a little bit less money.
Well, what he did is he did what Mahomes did. Mahomes did the same thing he did. You take less money, but you make all the money off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're making
that's the way to go. You're not costing your team anything.
No, and you get to pay all your guys around it, which is what Josh Allen did the exact same thing. Let me take less money, and then you can give this to my other guys so I can have some people around me instead of taking all this money. I have nobody around me, then what?
That's a big thing in hockey. That's what the good teams, it's usually guys taking a little bit of a discount.
Yep.
Even though they could be at the top, payment, they'll take, maybe the top 20 contracts instead of the top, 1, 2, or 3. They'll do that then you can sign a couple old vets that want to come in there and, help bolster your team up a little bit, maybe get some meat in there.
Well, see, because once they did that, because remember when Holmes did that, they were allowed to sign Chris Jones.
Yeah, so, and then they redid the Kelsey contract.
So,
time to do that.
And they'll redo Mahomes' contract because they're not paying him $60 whatever million next year.
Yeah, and they got Tyreek off the books, which was kind of nice. I mean, you see all these other guys they've been bringing in that are weapons. I know McKinnon out of the backfield, their running back had more receiving touchdowns than Tyreek Hill did.
Isn't that crazy? I laughed at that. But you know what? It's going to be interesting.
Nuts.
It's going to be interesting to see. So, well, all right, brother, I'm done. I got a full slate tonight. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do is because I've got the Thunder game and the OSU game. So I'm going to go to the Thunder game, take notes, then watch the OSU game at 8 o'clock and still have a couple beers and just prepare for the Thunder game and then leave the Thunder game early so I can go home and get ready for the post-game live stream afterwards. So I think that's my plan, to get it all done and get everything in.
And you could probably catch both the games on the radio on your drive home.
Well, I'm going to have to listen to the Thunder game. I can't listen. I mean, I have to wait till I get home to do that. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't, I have to continue to listen to the Thunder game. I'm hoping it's a blowout. Because if it's a blowout,
that's what I was saying. Hopefully by third quarter it's a blowout.
If it's a blowout, then I don't have to worry about it. I can kind of go, we blew them out, and I'll watch the OSU game. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get home, and I'm gonna listen to the Thunder game to finish out my notes. If the game is somewhat close, then I will put the OSU game. I have the OSU game on TV, and then I can do closed captions so I can kind of read it and still do my stuff and kind of keep track of both. So that's kind of my plan. So.
Sounds good.
All right, my brother. Be safe today. Stay out of trouble and have fun at work tonight. And I may or may not see you. I'm not sure.
All right, Bubba, we'll do.
All right,
Have
brother.
a good one.
Appreciate you.
Cheers,
Same to
brother.
you. That's my guy, High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman, taking care of our hockey deal, coming in and giving us some of his knowledge on hockey, and we appreciate that, as well as he's a Ravens Cowboys fan as well. So that being said, everybody, remember, I'm at Rococo's today. We want to thank Bruce and his staff here at Rococo on Western for hooking us up. And, they're at 4308 Northwestern. You can contact them at 405-400-7495. That's 405-400-7495 if you want to call for any reservations. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 10. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 to 11. And then, of course, if you have any catering needs, you can contact them for events, Canadian, or if you want to have them host an event, you can do that on 27th and Classen, or 27th and Penn at their old location, or you can call 405-534-8838. That's 405-534-8838, and they'll be more than happy to take very good care of you. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic